I mean, you cannot blame the darkness for being dark. I blame the light for not shining. If you're not
Ah,
bringing the light into the room, you cannot complain that you're living in darkness. That's exactly what is happening to us. And there's so much talk about politics. Don't get involved in politics. Well, listen, are we not calling our Lord King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? So if you don't want to get involved in politics, well, you cannot forward the kingdom of the living God. Because if there is a king, there is a kingdom. If there is a kingdom, there is an army.
That is
and
true.
Also, God has ambassadors. Actually, in the Bible, he calls you and me kings and priests. We are Jesus's ambassadors. What is the job of an ambassador?
You
If
wanna
not,
know?
go out there into the culture, whatever God sends you, America, Europe, Asia.
I hear exactly what you're
Africa,
saying.
right?
I think the problem that we have, especially here in America, and I'll give you an example from our denominational perspective as Seventh-day Adventists. One of the things we try not to do is to be apolitical, but with that disclaimer said, we do understand that in the 1800s, when abolition, the freeing of slaves was trying to happen, the Adventist Church was on the side of abolition. We preached it from the pulpits. And what we're finding is, even if we want to be apolitical, when the government comes down and interferes with the church, then the church has to respond. We feel like when the church intentionally goes after certain issues, we feel like, well, maybe we should be preaching the gospel. And I think in America, not talking about Canada now, in America, we're trying to figure out this paradigm of us wanting to be able to preach the gospel, bring it to the whole world. My kingdom is not of this world. But at the same time, all of a sudden, you see your son or your daughter over there suddenly wanting to transition themselves, and we're wondering what went wrong.
Yeah.
Did we not speak out enough? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we are supposed to be the voice crying out in the wilderness. I mean,
Yes,
talk
make
to
straight his
John the
paths.
Baptist, right? John the Baptist was talking to the kings, to the government. He was talking to the soldiers. He was talking to the religious leaders. He was talking to the people. He was doing everything in his power to influence the very group of people that was coming to him. Right? What happened to us? We withdraw ourselves. We've built palaces for our own entertainment, and we have become clowns, juggling in
So you're
front of the
saying
people.
with us trying to preach the gospel, we actually miss the most important thing about making sure Christ is still in the culture.
It has to be. You have to be aggressive. You have to go into the darkness. You see, this is how I see it. You resist the devil and he has to flee. So he will show up. That's a given. But also, if you are entering darkness, you cannot fight darkness with darkness. You cannot compromise with darkness. There is no
This is important.
debate. You cannot have a debate. A light cannot have a debate with the darkness. The light shows up and it's over for darkness.